Okay, guys, welcome back to episode 3 of our Let's Play series, Minecraft Hardcore with the Amplified World. Yesterday's episode was a very productive episode. Let's keep a lookout for creepers while I explore around here. We have found some cattle, so we have access to leather for books, for building for starting to get some enchantments, which will help since we're playing on a hardcore world. We also were able to find sheep, so we were able to sleep last night. So I think today's episode, or during this day cycle, what really might be kind of nice is to start to look for a little more permanent place to set up shop. And so there's two or three areas I want to examine. One is over here. This looks to be a little plateau. One is this plateau over here, and then one is a plateau over there. And I may take this tall one first simply because it will give us good views of those two over there. So we will start working on trying to find our way up there with as little digging as possible. So far, not too bad. Until I made a misjump there. This is where it looks a little more difficult as far as going to have to do some digging and pushing to get in there. Well, unfortunately, maybe that's not as much of a plateau as I thought it was versus a ridge. Which up high, I like the being up high. It gives us great views, but of course it does then make getting down and moving around a challenge. You've got to do a lot of up and down, and of course we're going to need to either get these cattle up here or give us a way to get down quickly to maintain them. It looks like we've got some lava flow, which is going to burn that valley out a little bit, which would help in clearing it. The only thing a little, you know, one thing I don't care for about that valley is the fact it's going to have the shade right on top of it. Of course, that won't be much to light up. Man, that's a really cool view. It's actually quite pretty up here. There's plenty. Oh, and here's a great little valley as well with cattle. Hmm. There's some pumpkins. And what did this other little valley look like? Not sure I'm going to be able to see it from here. It was over in that direction. I think it's going to be a little more of the same. Well, this makes me wonder if maybe this just isn't a pretty cool starting spot. We've got a great view up here, and we can definitely clear these trees. Although that's a pretty good starting spot as well there. A nice little valley would give us some room. But we could always build secondary things down there. Man, I do like that. I do, I do. So I think maybe we're going to start down in this little valley area right here. We have cattle, we've got everything close to us. And I think, we've got some interesting stuff to build, or way to build. This valley actually cuts all the way through right there. And so, and it's, of course, it's got some vertical up and down to it, but we could move some of that. So, of course, I don't know, looking at that, there is a lot of up and down right there. I hate to do a whole lot of digging. Man, I'm being incredibly indecisive, aren't I? Let's go see what it looks like down there. See if the view is as pretty from down here. Not quite as pretty. Just see a creeper for a second. Definitely not much of a view down here because the valley has you corked in, although that's a pretty cool looking view. Seeing through there. Oh man, I just fell a lot further than I wanted to. So indecisive, aren't I? To me, it's such a big deal, though, to pick your first. I mean, you're going to be here the rest, or at least a good chunk of the game. It's once you start building it, kind of everything focuses around that. So I like to find a spot that I really, really just feel has a great view and is cool. Definitely the best view so far has been that upper plateau. The problem with that is it did not have about to starve to death there. Yeah, the problem with up here is there just isn't a whole lot of room to build. But the view's nice. Yeah, I think I definitely like this view. So we are going to start building here. So I think what I'll do is start getting rid of some of these trees, which are going to be interesting because they seem pretty tall. I was afraid of that. Once we clear all these trees out, not only will we have plenty of wood, but we'll have a nice flat area to at least start working on building some type of structure. And man, it looks like it's getting dark already. That's what happens when you spend hours looking for places to build. So I should probably work on getting back down as we still have 0 armor and not much weaponry. Ouch. See my torches, so we're getting close. So we made it back safe. Let's dig out this room a little bit more. What we may be able to eventually do is once we do build up on that plateau, I believe the general direction we're facing, we may be able to connect this so that we have a mountain or a internal way out. Use the inside of the mountain to get to the bottom with either a ladder, or water ladder, or something. And we get some free coal by doing this. Not a bad deal. Last of my picks. I need to make some more there. When you're dealing with stone picks, seems like you can never have too many. We can always clean this area up later, but for now, I'll just dig it out. Ooh. Little underwater or water cave area here. I don't think this is a complete cave system. I think it's probably just one of those underwater features that probably opens up to the ground somewhere but is completely covered from water. So they usually don't have much growth down here. And that is true. So if you see it, it's opened up to the outside there. So what is nice about that is it gives us a water supply if we wanted to start pulling water from there at some point. So I think here I'm going to go ahead and go to bed for the night. This kind of limits our, until we understand exactly what all's going to end up going where. It would just be a waste of time to keep digging there. So at this point we're just killing time anyway. So we'll lay down. And now since this episode or this series is basically based on a daily rotation, we will probably go ahead and end this episode here. I'm sorry that it was quite boring as we had to do some exploring and decision making on where to place our home base. But hopefully the episodes will start to get a little more interesting now that we kind of know where we're going to be at and can start working from there. So this is Doppelganger saying thanks for watching us. Please consider giving me a like and a subscribe. Leave me comments. Let me know what you'd like to see or what you're not liking and what I can change. We'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.